So previously, I have told you about how I killed all the Colombian population, especially the uh, government agency. Uh, I forgot to mention that I was masturbating 2 days earlier, the day before yesterday. I came for a girl, whatever. I told Nawal that it's a Russian blonde girl. Uh, Never mind. So this Colombian technology I've used to kill is one small data that might be a little wrong. Is that the rod, the circle, I shoot on the Colombian flag, and on the center is a circle. Is I realized it could have been after the shooting that it was it was uh, uh, it was a sign that it was successful, the shoot. This happened somewhere in November, somewhere in the middle of November. Between I would say 10 to 15 to 20. Between 10 to 20. Somewhere between that date. Or it could be earlier, I forgot. Let me show you again the technology. Killing Colombia. One rod and one flag. This is the Colombian flag. Why? I've said everything in a previous video. I don't want to say say it again, but to be more exact, so that my new viewers will also know what's happening, is that the reason I've killed Colombia is because of a few enemies I've had inside Colombia, and I believe that to kill the whole country would be more productive and more strong, so that they fear that this is a country unlivable. Those few people would feel that that the Colombia is dying and getting lower and lower, and that they would feel the effects that this is a dead country. They already felt it. I mean, they felt it. I was checking the results, but so to that say it, this is the second line of technology that immediately realize that it is me who killed it. One thing is, these technologies are huge. As I said before, the first spaceship that sometimes I call the zeroth, but a better name could be 0.1 or so, or give it a sign, is globular, like in circle, a sphere or ball, size of a universe, slightly bigger, gray with black dots on it. And this technology from the second spaceship, sometimes called the first spaceship. But how I reach this spaceship is through the first list. First, and this is the second. So it is through this sequence I've reached the spaceship. I was channeling the whole of the sizes at once, including the first, which is a problem because I've reached through the first through someone else's hands, a Colombian shaman, 108-year-old. If you want to know the exact data, you have to watch the older videos that I've made. And I didn't like, so I later called the second one the first. So that this universe level spaceship, universe size slightly bigger, becomes separate somewhat in the collection, because I've did too much with this spaceship. I was doing a week or weeks of investigation and exchange of technology on this spaceship, and channeling information. Whatever. The second spaceship, 1 million bigger than this universe-sized spaceship, is where I got this technology. This is a civilization similar to an ant species. They have power. They are pretty strong. Let's say there is a previous video with something else. This civilization on this spaceship is contains. I use them to kill many things. Many people, or many governments, or many countries. Many countries actually. I wasn't targeting the government. I was targeting the countries. And something I forgot is that let me continue if I remember. This is not the best technology on the spaceship. And something else I forgot to say. But let's continue. We get back to this. In the sequence of spaceships, there was this 100 spaceship that was a CIA gift to me. They were gifting me huge amount of land and energy. They were giving me the whole planet. And let's not see what's written on the paper. I was the favorite of some CIA, some high level, green color as I feel it. Light green, slightly transparent, similar to the dollar sign. Dark green actually. So this spaceship 100 is on the list. I've already showed this in a previous video. It is a very special gift to me. By the locals, perhaps. So probably by the locals. The information is very complex. What I wanted to say is that this Bogdala Robert named enemy was a clairvoyant session with me. And through that clairvoyant session, before that I already told this before and was already healed. I may not have to say this again. What matters is that what is on this page that was accidentally shown in the previous video when I was speaking on this page. It contains some towers. it shouldn't be seen because it is a much lower civilization, a much lower species. Mm, it is a very secret society of man, or rather species. Hugely enlightened, as we're expanding in space is where when I've reached it, is a different series of information than that of the spaceships. So here is the problem because someone thought it's all in one hat. As I was sharing with Bogda Robat, before the channeling session, I showed him with my technology the whole notebook, the green notebook. It was fixed in a sense, but still, someone misjudged, thinking that this information is part of the spaceship technologies. Uh, this line of technology is one of my favorites. You shouldn't look into it. These towers, especially, these are 星辰变 type technology. It's a Chinese novel. Star powders, star powder novel. Star powder transformation, as in some of the English transformation, the translation. It's rather change. Star powder change. That is the name of the novel, and these towers relates to that novel. Let me give you an example. These towers are related to that technology in the novel, which is time travel. Time for meditative and cultivative purposes. This civilization gave me a real version because it is so far from our civilization that there the time passes slowly, much slowly. I can't imagine it requires some logic. But let's just say this. The tower, this is a very dangerous info. It is for cultivation, enlightenment, retrieval, and many other purposes. Gifts. In the tower, many gifts. 1 minute in the tower could be hundreds of billions of years on this planet. Or more. Much more. This is the most secret information I have because this civilization is is very fragile. They are very fragile, and one of my best friends, very pure, so pure that you cannot imagine. This is how they could produce for me so many cheats. This is for my descendants. This is so enlightened that it is only for me. I got into the tower, the first level, and as I've got out, immediately the whole universe became left behind. I've developed so much. If I had the correct information, then I would be able to share with you. But you have to know that in this tower, no meditation. We cannot meditate because we have jobs to do in it. Receiving gifts. Put into it. There are many gifts to me in this tower. I destroyed accidentally one of the towers. It was made from the actual body of the species. The species was so kind to me. It was made from these worms, and the body of these worms